It's a genuine pleasure to connect today. We're about to uncover some often overlooked facts about how to protect your hard-earned retirement money and assets, especially after turning 70. You've spent decades building a life, a family, and a nest egg, meant to carry you through retirement with comfort and dignity. Yet, many older adults unknowingly face risks that could quietly drain their savings, undermine their independence, or leave them vulnerable. Guarding against giving up too much control. One of the clearest ways people unintentionally jeopardize their assets after 70 is by yielding too much financial control to someone else. This often begins with the most innocent intentions, a desire to simplify life, to accept a little help from a loved one, or simply to ensure bills are paid promptly. However, what appears to be a minor act of trust can unfortunately transform into a situation that is difficult to undo. While you might deeply trust your family, it's not always about malicious intent. Sometimes the issue lies in genuine mistakes, misunderstandings, or pressures that arise in their own lives, which you might not anticipate. When you grant someone access to your accounts through joint ownership, power of attorney, or by co-signing, you are, in essence, handing them the keys to your financial life. They gain the power to move funds, make decisions, and often act without your direct knowledge. Such unchecked power can be inherently dangerous, especially if you are not fully cognizant of the legal rights you are relinquishing. Tragically, once funds disappear or decisions are made in your name, retrieving what's lost can be incredibly challenging. It's vital to remember that simply trusting someone, no matter how close, does not equate to surrendering your control. While legal instruments like power of attorney are not inherently flawed, they must be established with precise limits, checks, and thorough documentation. It reflects the wisdom to acknowledge that even good people can make detrimental decisions when granted excessive, unchecked power. Stemming the flow of unnoticed expenses. Another subtle yet significant way individuals find their assets silently diminishing after 70 is not through dramatic financial missteps, but through the continuous, unnoticed, small leaks. Many older adults continue to pay for services they no longer use, no longer need, or may have even forgotten they subscribe to. Recurring expenses possess a knack for blending into the background, appearing consistently month after month, steadily eroding your retirement savings. Whether it's an outdated magazine subscription, a streaming service left unwatched for years, or insurance coverage that's become redundant, these minor charges accumulate faster than most people realize. This isn't always a matter of active overspending, but frequently a consequence of outdated spending choices that were perfectly sensible 5 or 10 years prior, but are no longer relevant. After 70, your financial priorities undergo a natural shift. You might drive less, travel less frequently, or no longer require the same scope of insurance coverage you once did. However, companies often leverage automated payment systems and auto renewals to continue collecting funds from individuals who either forget or prefer to avoid the perceived hassle of cancellation. And when your income becomes more fixed, even seemingly insignificant recurring charges begin to hold greater weight. There is absolutely no shame in discovering you've been overpaying for something. The sole shame would be allowing it to continue out of fear, pride, or simple inertia. Eliminating wasteful spending transcends mere money saving. It's about reclaiming your financial autonomy. The strategic advantage of income diversification. One of the most frequently overlooked yet fundamentally essential rules for safeguarding your financial well-being after 70 is the principle of not putting all your eggs in one basket. For many older adults, there's an overwhelming reliance on a single primary source of income, typically Social Security or a pension. While these sources are undoubtedly crucial, they are not perpetually stable, and they rarely adequately keep pace with the true cost of living. When your entire livelihood hinges on a singular stream, even a minor disruption can feel like a devastating earthquake. This is precisely why diversifying your income, even through modest means, transforms into a form of financial protection. Diversifying your income after 70 does not necessarily imply taking on a part-time job or venturing into complex stock market investments. It can be as straightforward as identifying small, consistent streams that lighten your financial burden. Options such as a carefully structured annuity, generating rental income from a downsized property, or even transforming a beloved hobby into a modest side business can provide invaluable flexibility. When life inevitably presents its surprises, having multiple income sources empowers you to adjust without succumbing to panic. There is also a deeply empowering psychological benefit to knowing you possess more than one safety net. It inherently diminishes fear. It's a comprehensive life strategy for aging with resilience and enduring independence. The necessity of up-to-date estate planning. Many people harbor the belief that once a will has been created or a trust established, their estate is fully protected, and all related concerns are permanently resolved. However, the crucial reality is that estate plans are living documents, and if they are not regularly reviewed and updated, they can inadvertently become problematic traps rather than reliable safeguards. Outdated documents, ambiguous instructions, or neglected beneficiary designations can sadly lead to expensive legal disputes, strained family relationships, or, in the worst cases, assets being distributed to entirely unintended recipients. Tragically, most individuals only grasp the extent of the problem when it is too late for straightforward correction. Life's circumstances are constantly evolving, but legal paperwork does not update itself. Perhaps you have remarried. Perhaps a cherished individual you once trusted has passed away or relocated. Perhaps you have acquired new assets or sold off previous ones. All of these shifts directly influence how your estate should be managed. And if your existing documents do not accurately reflect these changes, the courts will be left to interpret your intentions, and their interpretation may very well be incorrect. Reviewing your estate plan need not be overly complex. A practical first step is simply to read through your existing will, trust documents, and any accounts that have named beneficiaries. Keeping it current is one of the most loving and responsible actions you can take, not merely for your assets, but for the people you cherish deepest. As we wrap up this video, I want you to take a quiet moment to reflect on the 4 essential rules we've explored today. Which one resonated with you the most? Each rule offers its own kind of wisdom, and together they create a strong foundation to help you age with confidence, clarity, and peace of mind. This isn't just about money. It's about your freedom, your dignity, and your ability to shape the life you want in your later years. Now it's time to protect what you've built, not just for your sake, but for those who love you and look up to you. Thank you for joining us today.